Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, where last time we finally finished exploring all of the city. Whoa! And that was loud. We finally finished exploring the city, and we also defeated Cadnua, and now we're back. So we're going to... well... we're gonna go back to the lighthouse and finish that quest. I read that Nia...
How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Hold on. Okay. There we go. My audio my game audio was messed up. I had I guess I accidentally pressed the setting on my headset and it sounded really weird. It's fixed now, I hope. But we're going to head over to the lighthouse. I read that Nia should just be standing outside the lighthouse. I don't know how I missed her when we left. I guess I just wasn't even looking for her in that spot. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to read the souls in the first fires. Get that out of the way. And then we'll be ready to just do quest after quest after quest. It'll be pretty fun. Hopefully. Okay, so the first soul.
Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
Will you tell him that you made it up, or you just let him believe whatever? Alright, 12 Charms Maggie Tiller. Reach out. You see a small mobile stall covered with various goods and sundries. This woman is standing next to it, engaged in a lively discussion with a man who is holding one of the items she is selling. She has a light, friendly countenance and is trying to explain to the man how to control the item. He moves his hand around the top of it and mutters what sounds to be gibberish. After several attempts, he growls and thrusts the item back at her and starts to turn away. She stops him with a hand on his shoulder and holds the item up in front of his face. She traces a finger over the top of it, slowly and distinctly repeating the same phrase over and over. The object suddenly lights up, shining as brightly as a torch. The man's face brightens as well, and he looks at her expectantly. She runs 2 fingers down the side of the object, and the light extinguishes. She hands it back to him and takes her place behind, guiding his hands as she whispers the words to say in his ear. Many failed attempts later, the man is able to light the object on every try. Elated, he hands it back to her as she makes her way behind the cart. While he searches for her appropriate coin, she places the item on a shelf under the back side of the cart and replaces it with another from a small box next to it. Money and goods are exchanged, and she watches the man leave, satisfied with his purchase. Then she scans the crowd, looking for her next mark. Got him. Cadler Cohen. You see a man preaching, his voice washing over a small crowd of eager acolytes. He speaks of tolerance and of self-reliance, of pain and of beauty. The crowd nods agreement, clear on their transparent faces. And the preacher frowns. He continues, speaking of the importance of anger, the strength of hatred and frustration. His frown deepens as they nod, enraptured. He calls forth one of their numbers, an older man. It is safe, the preacher says. No harm will come to him. Smiling, the man walks forward into the preacher's embrace. A shudder rocks his frame as he pushes away, a thin stiletto through his chest. He falls to the ground and does not breathe long. The crowd groans, confused. The preacher's face is dark with rage. Do not trust blindly, he says. Do not take the world at its farce, or at its face. Terrible things lie beneath, and you must be prepared before you see the truth. The crowd thins, the body removed, the preacher silent. A few remain to listen, and to them he smiles. Does anybody call the guards, or is that okay? I guess that's one way to teach the importance of not relying on blind loyalty. It's actually a really good way to teach it, although, I wouldn't recommend it. It's, I guess if you're the old man, or a friend of the old man, or a family of the old man. It's not a good way. Ravadav Dur. Basically, if you don't have morals, it's a good way to teach against blind loyalty. Reach out for the soul. Ravadar Dur. You see a trio of Orlans, bright and gaudy, their instruments weapons as they compete with one another in brutal disharmony. Behind them, a troop of performers roll, jump, and gesture, teeth flashing with exquisite sharpness as they enact some bizarre pantomime. The smallest, one moment seemingly a child, and the next an old man, thrust obscenely at the crowd, eyes glazed behind his rictus grin. The crowd jostles uncomfortably at his display, dissatisfaction in their midst. No money is thrown, no praise given as the performers continue their display. The crowd disperses, uneasy, and the man-child's grin grows obscene as he watches them go. Odd. That was an odd one. Okay, let's go check up here. Around the step. Oh, there we go. Ruben Torres. You see a young boy sneak up the ramp of a giant black-sailed ship, smile so wide it almost cracks his wind-whipped cheeks. The ship is almost empty, crew out drinking and celebrating their latest haul. The boy easily evades the drunken guards, playing cards on the upper decks, trading stories of conquests the boy doesn't yet understand, and runs down the stairs to the decks below. The ship is silent below as he explores, just the gentle lap of the ocean against the hull, and the muffled sound of excited feet running between boxes, stopping at each to peek inside. Another pair of footsteps and the boy jumps, hiding behind a collection of sacks. The footsteps disappear, eventually, but the boy is asleep, and the ship roars into life as her drunken crew make a breakneck escape with an accidental stowaway. Oops. Urist Nakazul. You see a matted beard slick with rain and dirt. His teeth are gritted in the wind, cloak drawn close. He walks in formation with 21 others, all bearing the same insignia, a mercenary company. They are all soaked with mud and filth, faces broken, shoulders fallen and soft. They do not speak as they move, gathered in an uneven circle. Their guide gestures, an officious-looking Orlan, directing them through the sodden streets toward a run-down building. The ceiling has partially caved in, and something about the two perfect doors, or the door, causes the party to stop. The Orlan barks at them, agitated. The mercenaries form a tight circle. Something is amiss. Then, hooves, gunfire. They have been betrayed. The fight is fast and efficient. Mercenary blood stains the cobblestone streets as the soldiers round up those remaining. A horse rears out of nowhere, kicking a dwarf in the side of the head. He falls instantly, blood seeping from his ear. The soldiers leave the mess, uncaring, their orders completed. Night falls and the bodies stiffen. Rain has all but washed the streets clean, as the dwarf slits open an eye, groaning. He staggers to his feet, hand on his head. He leaves his cloak on the ground, insignia greeting the sky, and slowly walks away. Well, you got lucky. I don't imagine if you get hit on the head and there's blood coming out of your ear, it's a good thing. Megnad? Megnad. You see this man, much younger, lying on a large stone slab situated on a dais in the center of a circular room. At 7 points around the dais, older men in black robes prostrate themselves over ornate runes worked into the stone of the floor, chanting in a low drone. An eighth man enters, carrying an ebony box, inlaid with gold runes that match the runes on the floor. He stands at the head of the slab, lowers his head, and slowly opens the box. He turns to each prostrate man in turn, tipping the open box in their direction as he does. He then sets the box at the head of the slab, facing away from the young man lying there. He reaches out into the box, removing a small cylinder of onyx, and then moves to the end of the slab, stopping near the young man's feet. He holds the onyx up, says a word, and then presses it against the young man's right foot. When it touches his flesh, the onyx softens and becomes a black leech, attaching itself to the young man's soul. The man repeats these steps until there are leeches on both hands and feet, the middle of his chest, his neck, and his forehead. The older man then takes his place at the head of the slab, raising his hand and joining the chanting, watching the young man as his blood drains. That's actually a really unique sort of sacrifice. I've never heard of anything like that. Kind of cool. In a, morbid way. Lirinor? You see a dimly lit street, lined with buildings. Most of them are dark and quiet, but one at the edge of a canal is bright and noisy, defying the night. The Amawa stands in the dark, huddled against the cold of the shadows, keeping away from everything. He stares at the door of the lit building, intently studying it. There's a sign hanging on the side of the building. It is barely legible in the dark, but appears to read Goose and Fox. Hey, we know that place. We were just there. Movement from inside the building perks the Amawa up. He pulls his cloak closer around his face as his breath speeds up, catching slightly. His excitement is palpable. The main door of the establishment opens, releasing a cacophony of laughter and shouting. Light spills out into the street, illuminating a solitary figure in the doorway. The Amawa stands, bringing his right hand up in front of his face, palm down, fingers extended. The figure exits Goose and Fox and stumbles off into the darkness, swaying slightly as it walks unsteadily down the street. The Amawa follows the figure, muttering a few words under his breath and gently wiggling his hand. The tips of his fingers start glowing lightly, steam rising from them against the cold air. He increases his pace, intent on catching the figure disappearing into the night. He shakes his hand once more, and the tip of his fingers bursts into flame, the flickering light revealing a manic glee in his eye. He closes on the figure, nearly hyperventilating with happiness, and whispers a name, Charon. The figure jumps slightly and begins to turn as the Amawa extends his hand, leveling his fingers directly at the figure. And they embrace in a warm hug. Old friends reunited. I'm sure that's what happened. All of these typically have very happy endings for everybody involved. There's a distinct lack of happy endings in those. Is that everybody? I think it might be all of the souls. Unless there's somebody outside the embassy here. There is. Alright. Quinolin Grapplewind. You see solemn faces. Hundreds of them. They stand in silent remembrance. A town officially lamenting the sacrifice of some brave hero. His companions stand to the side. Empty. The official tells their story. The saving of the village. The story of the one lost to the trolls in the battle as best he can. But the faces of his friends say far more about the veracity of the speech. Finally, it's over, and the villagers move back to their lives. The adventurers mill about for a time, talking, remembering, before heading back to the inn for the night. They mourn in their own ways. Tears, anger, zvef, broken bottles. The leader of the group stays quiet, gaze inward. Weeks pass, and he speaks little, leaving the inn early in the morning and returning late at night, exhausted. Finally, he takes the others to see it. A statue, life-sized, beautiful in its crude design. The villagers mount it in the square as the group leaves, still empty, but a little less broken. The statue smiles at them as they leave. Well, that's kind of a good one. I mean,
Hey.
It sucks that their friend died, but, at least they honored him well. Or her. Alien Embassy. Okay, that's everybody. Let's do some quests. Enough of this soul searching. Let's go see what we can do about this lighthouse. It's a foggy night here. Okay, so she's supposedly over here. Let's see if she is indeed over here. How close are we to leveling? Not too far off. We might level up this quest depending on how much we get from it. I think we'll probably definitely level in this episode, I imagine. Because if we don't level from here, we'll probably level from the main quest. There's also, we have the, we need to go back to the trading company too. There she is, Nia. Hello. I was looking all over for you.
How do you do?
So, have you figured out what all the fuss is about? Have you heard of the Red Dream? Who hasn't? That ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop in New Hamar, laden with spoils from Rawatai traders. These days, I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. Nia points to a ship anchored in the distance. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merewith, takes her shore leave over at the Charred Barrel in Brackenberry. Believe it or not, she likes her creature comforts. She shakes her head. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in a tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Thank you. Okay, so
Hey.
we need to go to the Charred Barrel. Cool. Man, that would have been great if I saw her when we left. It would have saved some time because we went to the Charred Barrel. But we can stop here at the trading company first. And see if there's anything we need to do here. Well, I guess there is something we need to do. We need to either kill the guy or warn him, I guess. Is there other option? I'd imagine. Or maybe we can just watch events unfold. Hello, Mr. Maestro.
Hail, traveler.
Were you able to deliver the package? Yes, but now the Dominels want you dead. You better explain why you sent me into a trap, and fast. If you told me the Dominels were after you, you could have saved both of us a lot of trouble. How can I trust you after the way you manipulated me? You didn't tell me things would get messy. I charged extra for that. You'd better explain why you sent me into a trap, and fast. The Dominels were there? Verzano's eyes fly open, and he tugs at his beard. I was so careful, always following the Verlavida. They couldn't have known. Well, they did. Hello?
Well, well. Is this your last day among the living, Verzano?
Love her voice. Verzano wrings his hands. Your timing is impeccable, Pallegina. Pallegina? The Dominos are after me. Please, you've got to stop them.
As if any of this were ever in my hands. The Republics considered your business worth protecting based on its success. That success depended on cooperation with the locals, like House Dominel. You've lost that. And the favor of the Dukes.
I don't think we need to interrupt.
Even if you get out of this alive, they're done with you. The Dukes have more pressing interest in Defiance Bay than rescuing one merchant who threw himself overboard.
Verzano falls to his knees and clasps his hands together. Have mercy, Pallegina. I wish I had said her name. I don't stand a chance against the Dominels. He bites a trembling lip. I've brought failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog.
Verzano. Why are you wasting your precious breath on me? My orders come through the ambassador, and through the ambassador from people you should be honored ever gave a moment's thought to whether you live or die.
Pallegina stares at Verzano for a long moment. The membranes of her eyes slide out and back before she continues.
You don't seem like the sort to petition the gods to keep him out of hell. So why not cry mercy to the one person in this room with the power to grant it?
She turns her attention to you and raises her feathered eyebrows expectantly. Verzano, you're on your own. I'm leaving. After you pay me what I'm owed. It's not the Dominels you need to be worried about. Yeah, I don't think we want to get involved. Really. Just give us our money and we'll be gone.
A hard fate, but not unwarranted.
You've gained 1,000 copper. You've gained an item, forgiveness, added to inventory. Verzano turns his tear-streaked face to you. I know I put you in a difficult position, but please believe that I never thought either of us would come to harm. Only did what was necessary to save my business and bring honor to my country. Please, I beg for your mercy.
Do as you will. He's no longer my concern.
She turns her feathered head in your direction. Bye. Hello, Lady Domino. Donna. Donna saunters through the door, flanked by a squad of Dominel foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. I hope you've collected whatever payment you were owed, because there won't be much left of this fool soon. As you leave the warehouse, you hear Verzano utter a shriek, which is quickly cut off. 2,700 experience gained. Awesome. Well, not awesome for Verzano, but awesome for me. There we go. At all costs completed. And there's Pallegina.
Ah, it's done then.
Pallegina looks up with a satisfied expression. The tax is collected.
You did the right thing. Verzano has no one to blame for this but himself. We gave him more than enough warnings, but he never listened.
She shakes her feathered head and smiles faintly.
In any case, the embassy's entanglements with him have been cut, which also means that I'm free from Verzano's net of stupidity. You have my thanks.
You're very welcome.
Whether you intended to or not, you've done the Valian Republics a service today, ridding us of him. I work closely with the embassy to protect our interests, but lately I think our gaze has been too narrow. You clearly have pursuits of your own in the city, but I think we could help each other out. If you're interested in doing some work for us. Officially, I mean. We can go together and I'll introduce you to the ambassador.
She glances back toward the warehouse and raises her feathered eyebrows. Yeah. I'm always looking for work. Sounds fine, let's go. And plus, having an ambassador as a friend sounds like a good way to be safe in a city. If we had to flee to Direwood, maybe we could go to the Valian Republic. Sounds fine, let's go.
Good. Maybe I can finally do something more worthwhile than playing nanny to merchants. The embassy is up in First Fires, southwest of the Ducal Palace.
I've been there, yep. Okay. Once a character has been dismissed from the party, they will return to either the Black Hound Inn in Gilded Vale, or to your stronghold if you've acquired it. I have acquired it. Well, as much as I think he has been useful...
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Oh man, but we need him for his quest, don't we? Shit. We're going to use her for now. Okay. Move you into Durance's spot.
Hey.
Let's take a look at her.
I'm ready.
Our new companion here. Okay, so she is a soldier, a 6th level paladin. Fermas me console? Solier? I don't know. My French is not good. Once a character... yeah, I've already read that. Okay. So she's got good resolve, good perception. That's really it. Pretty level stats here. Not amazing at any of them. Very athletic. She's got some lore. So active effects, elusive quarry, plus 10 deflection against ranged attacks. Faith and conviction, plus 5 deflection, plus 10 to all defenses except deflection. Pallegina's breastplate, plus 2 to damage reduction, plus 50% armor reduction, or damage reduction. And, or when under 25% health. So she seems like she might be a pretty decent tank too. She's got 644 health. Yeah, well, I mean, I think Editors are going to be our main tank. That's, I was hoping she'd be more of an off tank once we got her. Can I change their behavior? I didn't even know that. Huh. Cool. That might be something I need to look into more. Elusive Quarry. So we've already seen that. Faith and Conviction, we've seen that. Flames of Devotion. 2 per encounter. It's a full attack. It does 50% damage as burn, plus 20 accuracy, and plus 25% damage as burn. Calls upon the paladin's inner fire, causing their equipped weapon to burst into flame, and adding burn damage to their next attack. So she can use that, was it twice per encounter. Second Wind, we know that does Zealous Focus. A friendly aura, so this is a model. A model ability is one that causes an effect to occur continuously while it's active. For example, Paladin's Zealous Aura grants bonuses to everyone near them for as long as they are active. Model abilities are often grouped so that only one model ability in a category can be active at any given time. These groupings are reflected by how the abilities are organized on the action bar. Okay. So it gives plus 6 accuracy and 15% of grazes converted to hits. That's pretty good. The Paladin's intense and pure conviction instills clarity of purpose in him or her and all her allies, increasing their accuracy and converting a portion of grazes to hits. Cannot be active with other Zealous Auras. Alright. And then we've got a couple talents here. Intense Flames. Modifies Flames of Devotion. Okay. So it adds more burn damage. Okay. Weapon Focus. Soldier and Field Triage, that's how you say it. Allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally. So we've got another person that has that. That's good. Okay, and then her equipment. Let's go ahead and take a look. So she's only got a fine greatsword and a fine pistol, but she's got good armor. Let's go ahead and go into the stash, see what I can give her. Oh, cool. I actually saved Justice, which is a great sword. Which I imagine is going to be better. Did I read this? This sword was once used by a paladin as an yeah, we read this, I think. I hope. Yeah. Does crush damage. Has better accuracy. 15% damage. Yeah, so you're going to be using this. There you go. How's that look? It looks pretty plain, to be honest. Armor, you're good on armor. Your cloak, let's see. We've got Lilith's Shaw, Aura of Stealth, and of Perception. Or we can get her more... Let's get the Cape of Deflection. That might be good on me, or on... so what am I wearing for that? Ooh, Intellect and Resolve, I don't know. I'm probably going to keep that. And that's Stalker Link. Okay, that's fine. We don't have any rings or anything to give you. You can't wear a helmet because you're a godkin. So that's it. That's all we got for you, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So Pallegina, our new companion. So the only problem with this system is that I think... Where is it? Trials of Durance. Continue to get to know Durance. Yeah, so we're going to have to travel with him more. Maybe we'll take him with us on the DLC or something. I don't know. Because I think this is a better balanced group than having two priests. Not that... I mean, he is very useful.
I'm ready.
We'll see, because he was very useful. We'll have to probably do more healing on Klesia now. With him out of the party. But it is what it is, I suppose. Let's head over to Brackenberry. How do we get to Brackenberry from here? I feel like there's supposed to be a path, but I haven't seen one. No. Let's just go. Because we have to talk to... There's two people we have to talk to in Brackenberry. There's the pirate and... It's going to take us 12 minutes. And the Chancellor. Chancellor Warren? Something like that. Was he Chancellor? I don't remember that was his title. I don't remember that was his name either. It started with a W. That's for sure. Over this way. And there we are. The charred barrel. All right. So where is our buddy? There he is, Chancellor Warren. Yep. Lady Clesia, what brings you to Brackenbury? What? You sent a missive? Look around the room. Yeah, I mean, that's right there is a very worrying thing. We're gonna look around the room immediately. Where's the trap at? You realize that the charred barrel has gone quiet, and turn to see the last of the patrons quickly disappearing through the front door. A moment later, a group of armed men and women stride into the tavern. Oh dear. The Chancellor quickly ducks behind the table. Oh dear indeed. The woman leading the armed group lowers her cowl and with one hand, while keeping the other on a pistol tucked into her belt. You immediately recognize Gathbin's captain. Now that the sheep have been herded from their pen, you and I can conduct our business, unfortunate as it may be. What do you want? Oh, I think you know. Lord Gathbin has ordered your death. She forces a frown. A shame, really. I admire your exploits, even if only half of them are true. Sadly, I have my orders. Gathbin will lose. You should work for me. No, then you die. Defeat Emery. Okay. Okay, everybody get up here then. This is a Okay, we're all knocked down. This is... Oh god, we're gonna die. Alright, everybody get in there. Interdiction.
Aye?
Fireball. Can you... Why can't I move through party members? That's dumb. Yeah, she's gone. There's no saving her. Yeah, I know they got her. Is Aloth down there too? Everybody go in. That sucks that we lost Aloth. Did I already do this? I thought I already did that.
How may I help?
Oh, Aloth, you got out. Can you use second wind? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you not using your interdiction? Heal him. Okay.
I'm ready.
Yes?
Can you do your spells yet? Yes. Oh my god. This... Okay, good. Aloth, you're getting in the way. Damn it.
Following your lead.
Let's go with the second level spell. Everybody, attack Captain Emery. Do this. Okay. You're gonna go ahead and do this.
Hey.
Do that.
I'm ready.
Do that. And attack. Everybody attack this guy. Man, it sucks that we lost 3 people with the fox down too.
Yes?
Damn.
Yeah.
Let me
Following
see
your lead.
here. So I have to wait for that.
Eh?
Go ahead, do a crush. Good. Dire Blessing. That helps us, right? Strengthens the allies' resolve in battle, increasing the probability they will land a critical hit. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and start doing this. Do it again. That was good damage there, I feel like. And again. And again. Did we kill somebody? Something died. Again. And again. Kill them all. Skeletons right here. Everybody, attack him.
Yeah.
Armor of Faith. Go ahead and heal yourself.
Eh?
And go and do another crush. God damn, they have so much health. Oh, they have priests. God damn. Do another one of these.
Yes?
Okay, strikes fear into the hearts of the unworthy, inflicting a penalty to accuracy on all enemies in the area of effect. Right there. Oh, it's a... Okay, never mind, don't do that one. Holy meditation, the priest clears his or her mind, spreading that clarity to... No, we want prayer against fear. Let's just heal. Can you
Following your lead.
cast it on them? You guys start distracting them. Keep going. He's almost dead. How'd classy... God damn it. Okay.
I'm ready.
Should be doing that.
Hey.
Go ahead and knock this person down.
Following your lead.
Skeletons in the back.
Roll up 10. Yes?
That'll hopefully keep the priest distracted. As we... God damn, they're all healed up. Knock him down again.
Yes? We're down.
Again. Oh man, this is probably not great. No, you keep attacking them. Hmm. Keep attacking. Again. Come on.
Yes?
We are running out of options here. Did that not? Okay. I don't think we're gonna make it. I didn't notice the priests were there and the fact that, you know. Okay. So now we're on Captain Emery.
Hey.
I'm ready.
We've still got one of them out there, so that's good. Okay, they just healed. Bastards.
Following your lead.
Can I summon more of them? Okay, you attack that one. You attack Emery. She's about to go down, isn't she? You need to be
Following
attacking.
your lead.
Okay, Captain Emery's dead. Everybody on the priest. Okay,
Hey.
go after him.
I'm ready.
Damn it. Fall back. Let her go in. Or him go in. You're gonna heal yourself. Okay.
Yes?
What else do we have? Thunder's explosion that stuns and shoves enemies in the area of effect. Reduces damage reduction of the enemies in the area of effect. Do that. Is that damage reduction good?
Yes?
And then just start attacking them.
Word.
Come on, guys, you got this. She's gone. Alright, do this.
Lock 10.
Okay. You two keep attacking the priest.
Fight on, my damn it.
Damn, those skeletons went down quick. Four phrases. You guys attack the priest. You keep attacking him. Okay, we've almost got one down again. Good. Move up to the beguile. Yeah, the beguiler. You're on champ 4. So you can do this again.
Lock 10.
Good. Attack.
Following your lead.
Attack. Good, he's going down quick. I like that. He's almost dead. I think we've got this. Everybody attack the priest. Move over here. There you go. Why'd they get... Oh,
Following your lead.
do it again.
This. Lock.
Good. Everybody attack the priest. Oh man, those summons came in clutch in this fight here. We almost wiped, but whew, we did it. That was tough. That was very tough. A
Campfire would be good.
A campfire would be good. That start was horrible for us. Well, that was unexpected. Warren emerges from beneath his table and smooths the rumpled sleeves of his robe. It does make the strange reports I've received from the grasp make more sense in context, however. What haven't you told me? Earl Badamar decided to keep an eye on Lord Gathbin's activities. Gathbin has been hiring a lot of men recently, but for what purpose, we can't say. I'd advise you to take extra precautions at Cadnua. He may be attempting to place spies or saboteurs within your walls. Be wary, Clesia. I don't think you've seen Lord Gathbin's endgame yet. He swallows the rest of his ale and gives you a curt nod before heading for the door. Well, okay. 642 experience gained. And a bunch of injuries for us. Hopefully we get a nice gun from that person, though. It's just a fine pistol. Sad. A lot of money. There we go.
Hey.
Phew. Okay, was there an update to that quest? What would it be? Heritage Hills. Ancient Sword. Return to Court. Return to Cadnua. Okay. Which we are going to have to return to Cadnua eventually because we've got 3 days, 15 hours before we get attacked again from the Bleak Hollow Bandits. Taxes. We earned 528, but we lost 414. Is the 528 after we lost 414, or did we lose 414 of the 528? I don't know. Our building is going to be finished in 15 hours.
Hey.
All right. Hopefully, we don't have to fight again soon. Or rather, hopefully we don't have to fight the pirates. Let's go talk to the pirates now. There you are, Merwith. If I wanted company, I'd go to the salty mast. Merwith's gold tooth catches the candlelight. What is it this time? Someone at the old lighthouse in Andra's Gift was looking for your ship. I didn't peg you for a liar, least not from what I've heard. She looks you over, narrowing her eyes, but that don't mean I believe you. She leans in, her voice a low hiss. You'd better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. Is the infamous Merwith too scared to see for herself? It's all in the log. No. Her snarl flashes a gold tooth. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now. And when she learned I'd put food on our table with stolen coin, she told me that if she never saw me again, it'd be the mercy of the gods. Her darkened eyes are filled with rage. I had nowhere else to go, and it was a rough life until I rose to captain. Whoever she was, a part of her has remained. She ignored the Adiran advice to stay behind. Or she ignored the Adiran advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She turns her eyes away. She was always so stubborn. I forget sometimes where I got it. She gulps down the rest of her wine. I'll go. Perhaps it'll give both of us some peace. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did not do this last time I played this game. I know that because I remember I never did anything with Merwith, whatever her name was. Merwith, yeah. Cool. Return to Nia by the lighthouse. Alright, let's go finish this quest. And hopefully things will be resolved peacefully and we won't have to fight because we are injured. And that's a very tough fight. Did we miss some coin? We did. Mine. Alright, so back to the lighthouse. Andra's Gift.
Your own father sold you to the Brotherhood?
He hated me anyway. I was glad to be gone. The Dukes are my parents now. The Republics, my children.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
I like her. She's cool. Alright, over here. What's going on here? Why is this? Still as Stones. Rewards. 15 experience. 5 mossy rock. 150 to 300 copper and treasure. Minor item. Expires in 1 day. Assign. Go ahead, Terrence. Cool. That's a good thing about having more companions, is I can do those little missions now. 12 minutes to Andra's Gift. It's interesting that that's the shortest travel time from Brackenberry to Andra's Gift. Like the rich quarter to the poor quarter. I guess they want to get to the salty mass though. Alright, over here. And are we gonna level from this? We might. We might. We may. Hopefully. Be nice to end or start the next episode with a level up. I wonder what is the level cap in this game? Is it 20? Like a D&D game? Probably not, seeing as nothing else is like D&D. Nia? We have to talk to you, right?
Hello.
You'll never guess what happened. Nia points to the lighthouse. I was keeping an eye out for you. And who strolls down the dock but Merwith herself? You should have seen the stare she got. But she walks right into the lighthouse. Never a word to anyone. And just when I'm sure she's met some awful fate in there, she strolls right out. Still saying nothing to nobody. Now I'm hearing all sorts of rumors about Merwith and the last lighthouse keeper. She shakes her head. I don't know what to believe. But everyone else around here is convinced that the place is safe again. I've even got a construction crew ready to start work. 1,000 coppers. We lost evacuation notice. We lost logbook. And we gained 2,000 experience. She takes a deep breath. A big contented smile on her face. And I know I've got you to thank. Here, this is for you. Come back when the renovations are done. I've got big plans for this place. Awesome. And I think we leveled up. We did. Or 3 of us did. Come back when the renovations are done. So I guess we'll come back in, I don't know, a week or so. I don't know how long renovations of a lighthouse would take. Probably longer than a week. Alright, Adir. Let's level you up and, yeah. Cool, so we didn't have to fight the spooky ghost at the top. That's nice. So for you, we wanted to, we're going to try, yeah, get your survival to 7. So now your damage reduction is increased when we rest, which is good. And I think we'll just save those points. Now we get a fighter ability. Armored Grace. This is a passive. The fighter is perfectly suited to wear even bulky and restrictive suits of armor, lowering their recovery penalty significantly. Minus 20% armor speed penalty. That's pretty nice. I don't think we need weapon specialization. I think he's already good on that. Unbending. The fighter draws strength from his or her own indomitable spirit, causing them to regenerate 50% of endurance lost from an attack. We can use it 3 times per rest. 50% of damage taken converts to healing over time for 15 seconds. That's kind of nice. Confident aim. I want to try and stick with defensive stuff. So Guardian Stance. The fighter devotes all his or her energy to defending allies. Lowers accuracy but increases the deflection of nearby allies. So this is a model. I think we already have a model, don't we? But it increases everybody else's defense. I don't know about that one. Clear out into the fray. Overbearing guard. The fighter's disengagement attacks have increased accuracy, damage, and will knock enemies prone. So if somebody tries to run past him, he might knock him prone. That's pretty good. Immunity to frightened and terrified. I think we're going to get fearless. I don't want him to get frightened or terrified. We're going to get that. Classia? Okay. So, without Durance in the party, we do need to get our mechanics up. And I want to get her stealth up too. She's going to be stealthy and mechanics based. Okay. I think I say this every time we go to the screen. I think she looks awesome. I love this character model. It's fantastic. Ooh. And we get new spells. We get Barring Death's Door. 4th level pre-spell. 5-meter range. Friendly target prevent death for 30 seconds. Prevents a severely wounded character's health from reaching 0 when it would result in the death of the character. The character can still be knocked out through endurance loss. Okay. So it doesn't keep them standing. Devotions of the Faithful. It's a friendly AoE that adds plus 4 might, plus 20 melee accuracy, plus 20 range accuracy for 45 seconds with a 4-meter range. And it also lowers enemy might by 10 and their accuracy by 20 for 45 seconds. That's really good. Invokes the benediction of the priest god, imbuing allies in the area of effect with accuracy and might bonuses, while enemies receive penalties to the same. Minus 10 might seems like a lot. Prayer against bewilderment. Immunity to dazed and confused. Okay, that'll be a good situational spell. Restore major endurance. So this is just a better heal spell. Searing seal. Places a magical seal on the floor that bursts into flames when an enemy comes into contact with it, blinding them and inflicting burn damage. 21 to 36 burn damage, and potentially blinding them. I should try using these more. You can use them out of combat, so it'd be good to like set up a trap, sort of thing. Shining beacon. Conjures an intensely luminous beacon of light, causing enemies in the area of effect to take a penalty to all defenses and accrue burn damage over time. So minus 10 to all defenses for 13 seconds, and 113 burn damage over 13 seconds. That's kind of cool. Triumph of the Crusaders. Friendly AoE, 206 endurance per kill. Imparts to allies the fervor of righteousness in battle. When any ally in the area of effect delivers a killing blow, he or she regains endurance. That's really good. How long does it last for? It doesn't say. Is it like the entire combat round? That'd be amazing. Litany against minor afflictions. Grants a single ally temporary immunity to the blinded, confused, dazed, distracted, frightened, hobbled, prone, sickened, and struck afflictions. That could also be really good. Really good spells in there. Cool.
Yeah.
And, okay. I could have sworn it told me at one point I could start using these, like, constantly. Am I going crazy, or was that not a thing? Anyway, Ayla. You look kind of goofy with that helmet, I'm not gonna lie, man. He can't increase his lore. I think we'll just save those points. Yep. Well, get you one in that, because that might have helped you in the last fight to have a second wind, even if it's not a very big one. Alright, so we can pick 2 4th level spells. Okay. What do we got here? We've got Confusion. Confuses enemies. I kind of forget. We want these probably. Like this sort of is aesthetic, right? These sort of arcane-esque spells. I can't see what I've already have, right? No. I just have to remember. Okay, well, let's just go through them. So this one confuses. We've got Dimensional Shift. Switches the location of the caster and one ally, leaving a shockwave between them that stuns all caught in the line of fire. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Probably never going to use that, though. I can't imagine too many situations where we would use that, because that would kind of put Aloth in dangerous situations, I'd imagine. So probably would never use that. Essential Phantom. Creates a ghostly double of the caster, causing shock damage to enemies hit by it. Cool. Flame Shield. Engulfs the caster in fire, increasing their freeze damage reduction, and causes burn damage to anyone who damages them with a melee attack. So this is a personal spell, right? Yeah. So he should never be getting hit, although he was getting hit in the last fight. Transmutes the caster's skin into iron, adding significantly to their damage reduction. This effect lasts up to 10 seconds, or 10 attacks. It'd be really cool to play like a battle mage in this with all these sort of defensive buffs. Metaleta's Concussive Missiles. Fires 5 missiles of pure force at the target, causing a shockwave of crushing damage to foes close to the impact. Yeah, we're probably going to get this one. It sounds really good. So we're going to get that. And then we got Minor Arcane Reflection. Creates a field of arcane energy around the caster, causing hostile targeted spells up to 3rd level to be reflected back at the caster. That's kind of cool. Minor Grimoire Imprint gives the caster access to up to 3 free 3rd or lower level spells from the target's wizard, druid, or priest spell list. The wizard can subsequently cast those spells an unlimited number of times for the duration. Wait, steals 3 spells for 21 seconds. That's kind of cool. I really like that. I'd been good in that battle right there. We could have stolen those priest's spells. A Wall of Flame generates a fearsome vertical sheet of flame, inflicting burn damage to anyone moving through it. Neat. I don't typically like things that could hurt my own teammates, though. Pool of Eora. Looks like a black hole there. The wizard summons a black sphere that draws all nearby enemies toward it each time it pulses. That would be an interesting combination with Edir's new... Well, I guess if you didn't get it, did we? But if he had gotten that move where, like, he'd knock people prone if they disengaged, use that, like, behind the enemy and it pulls them back, and then he knocks them down. That'd be interesting. Mara's Writhing Tentacles. Summons a trio of powerful tentacles that cannot move, but can inflict crush and corrode damage and the struck affliction on anyone they hit. After the last fight, I do very much like having these summon creatures on our side, so we're going to get that. Plus, he doesn't like a little bit of tentacle magic. There we go. And that is everybody leveled up. Well,
Hey.
I guess the other 3 will level up shortly after the next quest we do. Do we want to just take a quick look in the lighthouse before we end?
All right, then.
Nah, we'll come back when she's done renovating. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.